Hello everybody. Again I am here with you for the new unit and the same optics and laser paper number 8. We are looking forward for this. The second unit is related with the interference and the diffraction. Already these interference and the diffraction, these two properties you learned in the 12th standard, but here again the little bit in depth what exactly the interference and the diffraction is to be there. In the simple way, as you are aware about that, the interference is nothing but to be superposition of the two waves of the same phase is to be there, and then the dark and the bright fringes are going to be formed, and the two waves, light waves, are going to be superimposing. When these waves are going to be superimposing with the same crust and trough, then according to that, constructive or the destructive interference is going to be there. As far as the crust to crust or trough to trough superimposition is to be there, in that case the resultant wave will be a constructive interference, and the maxima of the amplitude will be produced. um, in the last previous session we have seen in detail that how the waves are going to be there generated and related. In the same way, if suppose the crust and the another waves trough is going to be superimposing, and in that case the resultant wave will be a destructive interference is going to be formed as far as the light wave is going to be concerned, and in this way the resultant wave or the resultant will be a dark point, and this is what the case where the interference types are to be there, and all that details we already learned in the 12th standard. So related with this interference phenomena, the Newton has developed one experimental setup to measure the wavelength of the incident light, and its name is Newton's ring. And what exactly the experimental setup, let's see in detail. So here is this experimental setup for this Newton's ring, and if you look at this case where the experimental setup is to be there, here in this basically the plano-convex lens is going to be introduced used on a particular plain glass plate is to be there. On this plain glass plate there is a plano-convex lens. One side is plane, another side is the convex, and that's why it is plano-convex lens. And here the source is nothing but to be a simply ordinary light which has the dispersion in all the directions. But when the light waves are incident on this lens, here is the lens in front of this ordinary source of light, and here this is nothing but to be a sodium light. These light rays are going to be incident on the lens, and once the light rays are going to be incident and the on the such type of the biconvex lens is to be there, then the it is converging lens system, and that's why the emerging out rays will be parallel beam, and this light rays will going in a straight line. So beam of light is going to be coming out, emerging out from the lens when the ordinary light is going to be incident on these lenses are to be there. So after this lens there is a one plain glass plate which is to be light is coming in this direction, and this there is a such type of the glass plate is to be there, and this glass plate is situated at an angle 45 degree exactly, and this is what the angle is to be shown here, and the light rays are incident on this glass plate with the angle that is 45 degree. No doubt, as the any light rays are going to be incident on the glass plate with the 45 degree, there will be a complete 90-degree deflection for that rays, and due to that this reflected deflected light rays will be of exactly perpendicular direction. That is what it will makes an 45-degree angle, and it will sharply incident on the plano-convex lens. At the downstage, these rays are going to be incident on the such type of the setup where the plano-convex lens is to be there, and this plano-convex lens is situated on the plain glass plate, and this is what the case where the rays are going to be incident. If you look at in the same direction, there is a microscope is going to be introduced to look exactly what is going to be happening. So the rays are coming downward, so when the rays are going to be incident on this 45-degree angle glass plate, the all the rays will not emerge out, but the maximum number of light rays will be going to be downwards. In the same way, the light rays are going to be downward. After this incident on this plano-convex lens, there will be a reflected rays will come out in the same direction. So reflected rays are also will be in the same direction. This is what the case, the incident rays and the reflected rays in the same direction is to be there. So there is a superposition of these two waves are to be there, light waves we can say in the simple way. And due to that superimposition, the interference pattern will be formed, dark and bright fringes will be produced, and that can be seen through this microscope, which is situated exactly upright in the same direction is to be there. So this is what exactly the setup, and the important factor for this generation of the interference pattern or the Newton's rings is to be this air film. If you look at this plano-convex lens, as due to this convex surface area, and at the bottom there is a plane surface area is to be there, there will be a slight gap, and that gap is nothing but to be filled with the air, and that is nothing but to be called air film is to be there. And due to this air film, the whatever be the reflected rays are having the differences in their path, and this path difference actually creating this particularly Newton's ring phenomena, or you can say the interference pattern is going to be there. As the deflection is from this due to this air film, the reflected rays and the incident rays are having the path difference, and due to this path difference, the whatever be the superposition of these light rays are to be there, that will form a Newton's ring, or the rings are going to be formed with the dark and the bright fringes. So this is what the case where the simple setup for the Newton's ring is to be there. And exactly what happens at this air film, the important factor another one is to be there. The sodium light will generate the light rays in all direction, but due to the light is going to be incident on the lenses, that will give you a light rays in the straight beam form. So as the light rays are coming at this particularly air film, what happens, what type of the reflection is to be there, that is quite interesting, and that will create a interference phenomena. So let's see in detail what happens exactly at that stage. So looking for this case, if you look at this is the same plano-convex lens, it is in the zoom form, and at this stage the light rays are CD is the monochromatic light is going to be incident. At this stage, when the light rays are coming at this D point, what happens at this stage, the light rays are in the glass medium, and here is the medium is going to be changing from the glass to air as coming into the air film. And in this case, when the light is going to be at the D point, it will give some sort of reflection and some sort of refraction. When the light is going to be incident on the any glass plate, 100% reflection will not be produced, 100% refraction will not be produced. Some amount of the light will get reflected, and that is given with this ray number 2, and some amount of the light get refracted, and this is what the refracted ray will go to the downward. But as going to the downward at the J point, there is a plain glass plate is to be there, and due to this plain glass plate, again at the J point, again reflection takes place. Now at this stage, as the reflection is through the another ray which is refracted in this, and this reflected ray is given with the one number 1 as a ray reflected here. And in this case, what is happening, there is a reflection of, there are reflected rays, two reflected rays are there with this air film at the T point, and at the J point is to be there. And this actually second and the first ray, there will be a path difference, and that path difference is going to be creating this interference phenomena. So as this is what the air film is to be, the very important factor, very thin, but which is responsible for generating this interference phenomena. So as far as the monochromatic light is going to be incident in this fashion, the reflected rays, two reflected rays are going to be produced, dark and the bright fringes are to be there. And what is the exactly condition for this dark and bright rings are to be there? So when the reflection is from the both points, that is two rays are going to be reflected. In this the path difference that is given with the delta, and this is what to be as an delta is to be there. And this path difference for the ray in the optical system is given with the delta is equal to 2 mu t cos of r minus of lambda by 2 is to be there. And in this case the important factor is this path difference, as the rays are emerge out from the air film is to be there, reflected rays are to be there. When this path, in this path difference, mu is nothing but to be refractive index of the air, that will be uh, for the air, and that will be 1. And that's why this value for the mu is nothing but to be given with the 1. And as far as this angle is to be very small, cos of r will be nearly coming to be as an 0, and that's why it is giving me as cos 0 is becoming to be as an 0, it will become to be as an 1. So the new relation will be there for this path difference, and that is nothing but to be this mu, and the cos of r will going to be 1. And that's why the remaining value will be delta is equal to 2t is 2t minus lambda by 2. Delta is equal to, it is nothing but to be remaining factor 2t minus lambda by 2 is to be there. So this is what the condition for the basically path difference is to be there. But the important factor is amount for the path difference is to be there. If this path difference is in the range of whatever be the incident light rays wavelength, म्हणजे जेव्हा हा पाथ डिफरन्स दोन रेज मधला, जे दोन रेज रिफ्लेक्ट व्हायले तुमचे एअर फिल्ममुळे एक डी पॉईंट पासून आणि एक जे पॉईंट पासून, आणि ज्या वेळेस हे रिफ्लेक्ट व्हायले त्यावेळेस ह्यांच्यामधला जो पाथ डिफरन्स आहे तो 2t मायनस लॅम्बडा बाय 2 याने जो रिप्रेझेंट केला, तो जो पाथ डिफरन्स आहे जेव्हा इन्सिडंट लाईटच्या वेवलेंथ एवढा सोर्स जो आहे आपला, त्या सोर्सच्या इन्सिडंट लाईट रेज एवढ्या वेवलेंथ इतका असतो, त्यावेळेस जो पर्टिक्युलरली जेव्हा हा पाथ रिफरन्स तितक्या लॅम्बडा एवढ्या वेवलेंथ एवढा होऊन चालला, त्यावेळेस मला जो पर्टिक्युलरली पॅटर्न मिळतो, दॅट विल बी ॲज अन मीन्स टू बी ॲज अन इक्वल टू इंटिग्रल नंबर ऑफ वेव्स. The path reference will be equal to the multiples of this lambda, integral multiples of this incident wavelength. And that time the crest of one wave falls on the crest of the another wave, and no doubt when the crest of the wave, one wave, and the crest of the another wave is going to be superimposing, then that time the constructive interference takes place, and due to that the bright fringe will produce, as the crust to crust or trough to trough is going to be superimposition, and that will gives you the constructive interference, and that will, the constructive interference will gives you a bright point at that stage. And due to this path difference is multiples of the incident light wavelength, and in that stage whatever the 2t minus lambda by 2 will be m lambda, then we will have the bright point fringe is to be there. So this is what the simple case where the 2t minus lambda by 2, this is the path difference equal to the incident light waves multiple of the integral multiples of the wavelength, incident light wavelength, and that time the bright fringe will be formed. And at this stage if we calculate the 2t value, जर 2t ची व्हॅल्यू जर कॅल्क्युलेट केली तर इट विल इक्वल टू m lambda plus lambda by 2. and if you solve this it is to be as an m lambda plus lambda by 2. याच्यामध्ये जर समजा 2t is equal to जर बघितलं 2t is equal to I can write it is m lambda as ऑलरेडी तिथं आहे प्लस इट इज लॅम्बडा बाय 2, आणि त्याच्यामधून जर लॅम्बडा बाय 2 जर बेसिकली मी ह्याच्यामधून जर कॉमन काढला तर इथं जे काही रिमेनिंग व्हॅल्यू येते म्हणजे 2t इज इक्वल टू, कारण आता इथं m आहे लॅम्बडा आहे, पण समजा मला लॅम्बडा बाय 2 जर कॉमन काढायचं आहे तर इथं 2 नाही आहे, मग मी काय करतो याला 2 मल्टिप्लाय केलं, आणि जर समजा 2 डिवायडेड केलं तर मला काही ह्या इक्वेशनमध्ये फरक पडत नाही, मग मला इथं 2/लॅम्बडा मिळते, पण इथं 2m राहिलं, म्हणून इथं 2m प्लस इथं λ/2 ऑलरेडी आहे प्लस 1 into λ/2. So the final value for the 2t thickness will be there for the bright fringe will be, it is nothing but to be 2t is equal to m 2m plus 1 λ/2 is to be there. So this is what the thickness for the end film for the particularly bright fringe is to be there. But as far as the minima is going to be there, means dark point is to be there, this path difference should be in the multiple of the basically 2m plus 1 λ/2. This path difference at that stage will be, म्हणजे for the bright point आपण बघितलं की तो m into लॅम्बडा किंवा n into लॅम्बडा बऱ्याच बुक्समध्ये तुम्हाला बघायला मिळेल. म्हणजे इन्सिडेंट वेवलेंथ एवढ्या रेंजमध्ये मल्टिपलमध्ये जर समजा इन्सिडेंट हा पाथ डिफरन्स असेल त्यावेळेस मला ब्राईट फ्रिंज बघायला मिळते, पण डार्क फ्रिंजसाठी हाच पाथ डिफरन्स 2m plus 1 into λ/2 एवढा असतो. मग यामध्ये आणखीन एक महत्त्वाचं आहे की ऑड इंटिग्रल मल्टिपल्स आर टू बी देअर, आणि हा पाथ डिफरन्स जेव्हा की इन्सिडेंट लाईट वेव्ह व्हायली त्यावेळेस हा पाथ डिफरन्स क्रेस्ट ऑफ द वन वेव्ह विल बी फॉल्स ऑन द ट्रफ ऑफ द अनदर वेव्ह, अँड इन दिस केस एकाचा ट्रफ आणि एकाचा क्रेस्ट सुपर इम्पोज झाला तर डिस्ट्रक्टिव्ह इंटरफरन्स टेक्स प्लेस, अँड इन दिस केस द डिस्ट्रक्टिव्ह इंटरफरन्समध्ये जो काही मला मिळणारा resultant point आहे that will be a dark point, or the we can say it is to be as an another remaining the bright versus that is to be as an dark point is to be there. But the important factor is this path difference, the phase will be going to be changed as the trough and the crust is going to be superimposing, and here is a little bit correction in this book. ह्या बुक मध्ये पण एक करेक्शन करावं लागेल, आणि ते म्हणजे 2t मायनस λ/2 दिलं, पण फेज चेंज व्हायला आता फेज कितीने चेंज होतो, एकाचा क्रस्ट आहे एकाचा ट्रफ आहे, म्हणजे 180 डिग्री अँगलने चेंज व्हायला, म्हणून इथं हा जो फेज चेंज आहे दॅट विल बी λ/2, हे प्लस यायला पाहिजे, मायनस नसायला पाहिजे. सो देर इज अ लिटल बिट करेक्शन इन दिस बुक, अँड ह्याच्यामध्ये मग हा जर प्लस झाला तर 2t प्लस λ/2 इज इक्वल टू 2m प्लस 1 इंटू λ/2. मग आता जर समजा मी ह्याच्या थिकनेस 2t जर मला कॅल्क्युलेट करायचं आहे तर 2t इज इक्वल टू व्हॉट विल हॅपन, इट विल बिकम टू बी एज एन मायनस λ/2 इकडे येईल, म्हणजेच 2m प्लस 1 λ/2 मायनस λ/2 इज टू बी देअर. मग याला जर मी सॉल्व केलं तर व्हॉट विल हॅपन, इट विल गिव्ह मी 2t इज इक्वल टू, आता 2m λ/2 इज इक्वल टू 2m λ/2 प्लस λ/2 हा जे आहे ते, आणि मायनस इकडचा हा जो आहे हे ॲक्च्युली प्लस आहे, इकडे गेल्यावर मायनस होईल, मायनस λ/2, म्हणजे सिम्पली काय होणार आहे, मायनस λ/2 आणि प्लस λ/2 कॅन्सल होणार. मग इथं उरलं काय 2m λ/2, 2 अगेन गेट कॅन्सल, सो द रिमेनिंग व्हॅल्यू इज ओनली m λ. आणि अशा पद्धतीने इथं 2t इज इक्वल टू m λ येईल. बुकमध्ये डायरेक्टली जर बघताल तर तुम्हाला कन्फ्युजन होईल की 2t मायनस λ/2 ची व्हॅल्यू ही कॅल्क्युलेट करायला गेलं तर 2t इज इक्वल टू m λ येणार नाही, कारण इथं करेक्शन आहे ह्या इक्वेशनमध्ये दॅट इज 2t प्लस λ/2 पाहिजे, आणि हे करेक्शन कशामुळे पाहिजे तर फेज चेंज व्हायला 180 डिग्रीनी, म्हणून ही प्लस होते λ/2, and that is what the case where the 2t will be m λ. So for this is what the condition for the dark fringe is to be there. So this is what the bright and the dark fringe is going to be occurring. As far as the Newton's rings are to be there when at the air film, जेव्हा केव्हा प्लेनो कॉन्व्हेक्स लेन्स आणि प्लेन ग्लास प्लेट याच्यामध्ये ज्यावेळेस हा एअर फिल्म तयार व्हायली इथं, तर ही एअर फिल्मच्या पार्टमध्ये ज्यावेळेस ह्या लाईट रेज इन्सिडंट होतात आणि त्यावेळेस एक पॉईंट कॉन्टॅक्ट म्हणजे अतिशय थिन पॉईंट कॉन्टॅक्ट असतो, आणि ही प्लेनो कॉन्व्हेक्स लेन्स आणि ही जी तुमची प्लेन ग्लास प्लेट आहे अतिशय थिन कॉन्टॅक्ट पॉईंट आहे, आणि म्हणून ह्या थिन कॉन्टॅक्ट पॉईंटमुळे जे काही अनदर वेव्स तुम्हाला मिळणार आहेत ह्या सर्क्युलर फॉर्ममध्ये मिळतात, आणि म्हणून जे काय आपल्याला आउटपुट जे मिळते ते आउटपुट रिंग्सच्या फॉर्ममध्ये मिळते. आउटपुट ॲज एन डार्क ब्राईट अँड द bright fringes of the rings will be there. Why it is to be there? Because the point of contact is very point, means the light this particular plano convex lens and the plane glass plate having the point contact, and due to that point contact the fringes will occur as a round shape. सर्क्युलर शेपमध्ये फ्रिंजेस काय मिळतात कारण तिथं जो काही पॉईंट कॉन्टॅक्ट आहे तो एक पॉईंट असल्यामुळे, म्हणजे त्याच्यामध्ये ग्लास प्लेटच्या एअर फिल्मच्या पॉईंट कॉन्टॅक्ट असल्यामुळे मिळणाऱ्या जे काही फ्रिंजेस आहेत त्या राऊंड किंवा सर्क्युलर शेपमध्ये मिळतात. अँड दॅट्स वाय वी विल फाइंड द सर्क्युलर फ्रिंजेस डार्क अँड द ब्राईट इंटरफरन्स पॅरामेना इन दिस रिंग फॉर्मॅट. आणि म्हणून न्यूटनने सुद्धा ह्या एक्सपेरिमेंटल सेटअपला न्यूटन्स रिंग असं नाव दिलं. दॅट इज व्हॉट द केस वेअर वी आर गेटिंग वाय इट इज नॉट टू बी अ स्क्वेअर or the triangle views are triangular form is to be there. It is due to the point contact the fringes will form in the circular way, and this is what the case where the circular fringes are going to be occurring. And what is exactly with this case of the particularly radius of this we are now interested to find out the radius of these fringes, and using this Newton's ring experimental setup we can also find out the what exactly the incident white light waves wavelength is to be there. And to find out this case we have to do some calculation part, and to calculation part of this we have to know some radius of the curvature of the lens. And here r, capital R, is nothing but to be the radius of the curvature, which is to be from the m to this point relation is to be there. This is what the radius of curvature part, m to o part, here it is also to be there. This is what the value is given with the capital R. That is what the radius of curvature for this plano-convex lens. And as far as the dark fringe, if suppose is going to be occurring at this Q point, if you look at this diagram systematically, if you will see this is to be as an simply we are now considering this Q point is a dark point, and for that we will take the conditions for the dark point fringe, and according to that we will find the what will be the radius for that fringe is to be there. And with that case it is simply simple way to find out the wavelength of the incident light also. So to get this relationship, what is to be there, the Q point is to be dark point. That is considerations. Let the thickness of this air film is to be as an PQ, and this is what the thickness for the air film, and it is noted with the small t. The thickness is given with the small t. No doubt NO is the parallel to it exactly, and that's why NO will have also have the same value, that is to be small t is to be there. And another part where the PN part is to be there, this PN, if we join this is what the RM, that is to be as and simply called as a radius for this circular plano-convex lens is to be there. And this OQ is nothing but to be given with RM is to be a small r suffix m is to be there. So this is what the relationships are to be there. Now using this trigonometric relationship, here it is to be as an, if you look at this diagram will become to be as an triangle, and this triangle is nothing but to be PNM is to be there. And as the basic things we learn in the 5th standard or 7th standard, that is the Pythagoras theorem is to be there. Pythagoras theorem ज्याच्याने की आपण इंट्रोड्यूस झालो भूमितीला, त्यामध्ये कर्ण वर्ग इज इक्वल टू पाय वर्ग अधिक उंची वर्ग, दॅट इज व्हॉट द सिम्पल केस. अँड ह्या पायथागोरस थेरमनुसार जर समजा आपण इथं इम्प्लिमेंट केलं तर दॅट विल गिव्ह अस नथिंग बट टू बी पी एम स्क्वेअर. दिस इज व्हॉट द पी एम स्क्वेअर. कर्ण हा पी एम इज नथिंग बट टू बी इथं म्हणजे कर्ण वर्ग, दिस इज पी एम. पाया ह्याचा आहे पी एन इज इक्वल टू पी एन स्क्वेअर प्लस उंचीचा वर्ग, दॅट इज mn square. So this is what the Pythagoras theorem, and due to implementing this in this diagram, so we have the relationship is to be there, pm square is equal to pn square plus mn square is to be there. So putting these values as far as we know this pm is nothing but to be radius of curvature, and that is what indicated with the capital R. This is what to be there. As far as this pn is going to be concerned, it is simply rm, but the remaining factor is very important, mn. How to calculate this mn? As the radius of curvature m to o is nothing but to be capital R, but as far as the thickness is part is going to be concerned, this no is nothing but to be small r. Now ह्या m पासून ह्या o पर्यंतचं डिस्टन्स हे किती आहे? कॅपिटल आर आहे. का बरं आहे? बिकॉज इट इज रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर फॉर दिस प्लेनो कॉन्व्हेक्स लेन्स. त्याच्यानंतर थिकनेस ऑफ द एअर फिल्म पी ओ, पी क्यू ही किती आहे स्मॉल टी, आणि ह्याला पॅरलल टू आहे एन ओ, ह्याची सुद्धा थिकनेस किती आहे स्मॉल टी. पण हे काय एन टू ओ एवढं डिस्टन्स, पण मला काय पाहिजे एम टू एन. एम टू ओ डिस्टन्स आहे कॅपिटल आर आणि एन टू ओ डिस्टन्स आहे स्मॉल टी. मला पाहिजे एम टू एन, म्हणजे ह्या एम टू ओ मधून एन टू ओ एवढं जर डिस्टन्स काढून टाकलं तर मला मिळणारं डिस्टन्स आहे एम टू एन एवढं. म्हणजेच एम टू ओ डिस्टन्स आहे आर कॅपिटल आर, त्याच्यातून एन टू ओ स्मॉल टी जर कॅन्सल केला तर मला मिळणारी व्हॅल्यू जी काय आहे एम टू n is to be there. So what is the value for the m to n, then mn is to be there, capital R minus small t is to be there. So this is what the case where you can find out this value for the mn, and putting these values in this Pythagoras relationship, what we will have, we have the new relationship, that is r square, capital R square is equal to small rm square plus r minus t whole square is to be there. Now putting these relationships trigonometric, considering the sum trigonometric relationships, if you look at this r minus t whole square, एक ट्रिग्नोमेट्रिक रिलेशनशिप आपल्याला माहिती आहे इन जनरल मॅथमॅटिक्स मध्ये, a minus b whole square, a minus b whole square is nothing but to be given with a square minus 2ab plus b square is to be there. So putting this into this, considering in this relationship, what we have, r square, capital R square is equal to rm square plus इथं जे आहे आता आर स्क्वेअर मायनस टी स्क्वेअर, मी ह्याला कसं लिहू शकतो, म्हणजे याच इक्वेशनला मी आता लिहायलो इथे आर एम स्क्वेअर राईट साईडला यायला फक्त इज इक्वल टू प्लस आर एम स्क्वेअर प्लस इथं काय होणार आहे कॅपिटल आर स्क्वेअर प्लस 2 कॅपिटल आर टी आणि मायनस स्मॉल टी स्क्वेअर असं येते राईट. आता या केसमध्ये जर समजा मला स्मॉल आर एम स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू लिहायचं असेल तर ही सगळं जे काय इकडचं आहे ते कुठं जाईल, लेफ्ट साईडला जाईल. मग हे लेफ्ट साईडला जात असताना आर स्क्वेअर इकडं जाईल, म्हणजे इकडचा आर स्क्वेअर कॅपिटल हा प्लस आहे आणि इकडचा आर स्क्वेअर ही प्लस आहे, पण इकडं जाताना तो काय होईल मायनस होईल. म्हणजे हे जर इकडं जर गेला तर हा आर स्क्वेअर आणि हा आर स्क्वेअर दॅट विल गेट कॅन्सल. सो द रिमेनिंग व्हॅल्यू विल बी 2r t मायनस टी स्क्वेअर एवढंच राहील, कारण आर स्क्वेअर इकडे जर गेला तर हा ऑलरेडी एक आर स्क्वेअर तिथं आहे म्हणून तो तिकडे गेल्यावर मायनस होऊन जाईल आणि ती व्हॅल्यू विल बी बिकम टू बी 0. आणि म्हणून आर एम स्क्वेअर स्मॉल आर एम स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू 2r t मायनस टी स्क्वेअर इज टू बी remaining value. So now the important factor is r, considering r and t variation. जर समजा ही जी एअर फिल्म जे आपण म्हणलेलो आहे ती एअर फिल्म अतिशय थिन असते, इट इज व्हेरी 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 स्मॉल, नियरली 0.1 लाईकवाईज केस, आणि कम्पेअर टू रेडियस ऑफ कर्वेचर दिस वन इज निग्लिजिबल. आणि जर समजा आपण बघितलं आर कम्पेअर टू दिस थिकनेस दिस इज व्हेरी स्मॉल, अँड त्यातल्या त्यात पुन्हा तिथं आपण टीचा काय घ्यालो स्क्वेअर घ्यालो, आणि टी ऑलरेडी स्मॉल आहे म्हणजे नियरली 0.1 आहे, आणि जेव्हा स्मॉल व्हॅल्यू असते आणि त्या स्मॉल व्हॅल्यूचा आपण स्क्वेअर घेतो त्यावेळेस ती व्हॅल्यू आणखीन स्मॉल बनते. म्हणजे 0.1 इंटू 0.1 जर करायला गेलात तुम्ही तर 0.01, म्हणजे जी व्हॅल्यू मूळ आहे त्याच्यापेक्षा व्हॅल्यू कमी होते जेव्हा स्मॉल व्हॅल्यूचा स्क्वेअर घेता. म्हणून टी स्क्वेअर विल बिकम अगेन स्मॉलर अँड स्मॉलर, अँड ड्यू टू दिस as compared with the r square radius of curvature, this t square the air film is having the very 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 small value or negligible value, and due to that this t square is going to be neglected. आणि अतिशय स्मॉल असल्यामुळे त्याला निग्लिजिबली 0 कन्सिडर करून त्याला निग्लेक्ट केलं. सो रिमेनिंग व्हॅल्यू विल बी नाउ rm square is equal to 2rt is to be there. So this is what the case where the output will be up to this much, and the condition for the darkness we already know that. आत्ताच आपण बघितलं की डार्क अँड द ब्राईट फ्रिंज साठी कंडिशन्स काय आहेत, 2t इज इक्वल टू नथिंग बट टू बी एम लॅम्बडा, ही कंडिशन थिकनेस साठी आपल्याला येते. मग 2t इज इक्वल टू एम लॅम्बडा जर असेल तर ह्या केसमध्ये आर एम स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू 2rt आहे, म्हणजे 2t इथं आहेच, मग 2t ला रिप्लेस करून मी एम लॅम्बडा रिप्रेझेंट करू शकतो. मग आर एम स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू मला ह्या 2tच्या बदल्यात एम लॅम्बडा लिहिता येते. मग आर एम स्क्वेअर इज इक्वल टू एम लॅम्बडा आर इथं जर मी रिप्रेझेंट केलं तर आय हॅव द रिलेशनशिप फॉर दिस रेडियस for the ring is to be there, and that is nothing but to be given with rem is equal to इथं आर एम स्क्वेअर आहे, एम लॅमडा आर जर आलेला असेल तर आर एम इज नथिंग बट टू बी अंडर रूट ऑफ दिस एम लॅमडा आर इज टू बी देअर. सो इंटिग्रल मल्टिपल ऑफ दिस पर्टिक्युलर केस म्हणजे मला प्रत्येक याच्यावरून काय करता येते, प्रत्येक डार्क फ्रिंजची रेडियस ही कॅल्क्युलेट करता येते आणि त्यावरून मला लॅमडा सुद्धा कॅल्क्युलेट करता येतो. व्हॉट इज एक्झॅक्टली दी wavelength of that incident light is to be there. Also it can be calculated using this Newton's ring experiment. So this is all about this Newton's ring and how the interference pattern is going to be formed. The important factor as far as the interference pattern is to be there, when the crust to crust superimposition for the light wave is to be there, the constructive interference takes place and the bright fringe will occur. As far as crust to trough light waves are going to be superimposing, at that stage destructive interference takes place, and in that case the dark fringe will occur, and the trough to trough or crust to crust superimposition, the bright fringe will going to be occurring. Let it correct, and this is what the case for the Newton's ring is to be there. And thank you for joining this session. In this pandemic situation, again, be at home and be safe. Thank you.